This episode of Dungeons and Dorkheads is brought to you by Green Man Gaming. Head down to the link below to get some fantastic deals on video games and shop with confidence, knowing that every game on this site comes directly from publishers and you get a fantastic deal in the process. Not only that, this video is also brought to you by XSplit. Head down to the other link down there and get in on the fantastic family of products that XSplit has to offer, including XSplit Broadcaster, which is a fantastic program for live streaming, video recording, and even making this video that you're watching right now. Head down to the link below. And let's not forget, this show wouldn't even exist if it wasn't for the great people making Foundry Virtual Tabletop. Head down to the link below. Foundry Virtual Tabletop is perfect for all of your virtual tabletop needs. It's very easy to set up, very easy to mod, very easy to get all of your game systems working, including D&D 1st Edition, D&D 5th Edition, Pathfinder, Fallout Pen and Paper, even Bunkers and Badasses. Head down to the link below and try out Foundry Virtual Tabletop absolutely free. And last but certainly not least, we need to give a big shout out to the folks at ForgottenAdventures.net for their dedication to the craft of map-making assets, virtual tokens, battle maps, Clip Studio brushes, and builder packs, all available on ForgottenAdventures.net. Link down below in the description.
Yeah, definitely consistently check it,
Well,
regardless, to be safe.
Just there, the bodies break constantly taunts me.
Toborish, dorks, dorkheads, and everyone in between, and welcome to tonight's episode of Dungeons and Dorkheads.
Yippee.
Right,
Yippee!
so, some real quick things we gotta go over. Mostly, Steve? Steve? Steve! Yeah, we can go over it later. So, welcome. We are, this is a D&D show. It's a show where we play D&D, and that's the game we're playing. We'd like to thank our awesome sponsors at Ground News and Green Man Gaming. The links are down below. And I would also like to thank our very awesome players for once again showing up. It was kind of hard this week, but we got there in the end. Oh boy.
So what in the sky?
So is Steve gonna?
I presume that there's probably like a vacuum or something happening.
Oh.
So
Kind of had to go over something before we actually started.
yeah.
Okay. Well, since we're waiting for that, let's go straight into the recap. Okay. So.
Jesus, work on your goddamn intro game. I needed to help Ray with something really quick and ran to the bathroom. And
This
like,
is a
you
D&D
asked me,
show.
like,
D&D
6
is a
times.
game that we're playing.
Okay,
And-
what did you need to go over with me?
Oh, right. So, yeah, you were supposed to get a whole load of information on Whitefall. And unfortunately, I was unable to get you that information because World Anvil's free plan is the worst. And I can't drop $50 on a premium plan right now. So, I'm putting this policy out there. Steve, you get to ask me anything about Whitefall within reason.
Epic.
Literally anything. Within reason.
Like right now, or just in general?
In general.
Okay, so
Like,
fancy.
you could just ask me knowledge about the city, and you don't gotta do a knowledge check or anything on it.
Sickness.
You're from here, so like you know the place, even if it's. Well, we'll get into how big it is anyway. So, with that, where we left off, the party was hanging out underground in these dark caves full of spiders. Lots of spiders. It was a very spider-focused session. Spiders of all kinds. Big spiders, little spiders, phase spiders, and that is the big spider that they had to kill in order to get Mr. Stonecutter's golden spike, with which he now rules the railways. Or at the very least, has the right to rebuild them, because whoever holds the spike has the sovereign right to work on the railroad all the livelong day. After obtaining the golden spike and getting back on the train, the party made another loop around the where's the sub-rail map? Made another loop around the red line, because we're living on the red line. And no one's gonna get that joke. Anyway, ended up back in Iron Ridge. Iron Ridge, the cool little dwarven city with streetcars, even though no one knows what streetcar is. It's like a little trolley. And finally made their way back to the airship, the Fat Rat, with a new tiger companion in tow.
My familiar.
And it's right around there when Adeline came to them with a job about getting her father arrested. And that's where we left off. So,
Freeze FBI.
you've all gathered around the table in the lower deck to discuss this newfound job that Adeline has brought forward.
I just want to get this straight. We are going to apprehend a very powerful individual with speculative evidence.
That's not too.
Not necessarily. I have a man on the inside who's been feeding me information. Our old butler, actually. And he's told me that Father recently made some sales overseas of the human trafficking variety. If we could get proof of that, we could get the king involved. Because that would be considered treason.
True, but do we have a lead on said paperwork?
Yes. The butler I mentioned, Reginald, his name is, he wants to meet. Whitefall, a cafe. Gave me an address.
I look among the party. We're there. Their thoughts?
I mean, I'm all for stopping a trafficker.
I
Guess
wouldn't
that's
expect you to do this for free.
Mm-hmm.
I could pay you however much is required, you'll have all the money you need for Magic Market, and I can use my father's information network to find you the last key we're looking for.
I mean, that sounds like two birds with one stone. So if you can actually provide that, then very useful. But I'm definitely for helping with that, so long as we can also work towards our current goal as well, because it seems very, very important we make sure we're not falling behind on that as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for them keys over them.
Anybody understand that?
No.
Nope.
Oh,
I think
Yeah,
I
I
heard
really wish I
accident in that.
You know what? Whatever we say is safe with him. They won't be able to get it out of him. Even
They had to try and understand him. Maybe
have
they
to bring in a wizard that can cast a spell to understand language, just to hear him.
I mean, I could cast tongues, but like that's a whole spell with material components and other.
Yes, comprehend
whole-
mumblings.
Comprehend mumble.
Yeah, no, I can cast tongues.
Y'all
now.
guys are from the modern Lego games. He's still playing the mumbly ones.
Yep. But hey, he's still a fantastic
Shame.
pilot, and we love him all the same.
Yep.
Confident.
Well, then if you have a lead, then we should be off.
Gives you an affirming nod, Relic.
Well, you can understand him?
Okay, I appreciate you too.
Who's around there?
Yeah, of course.
Whitefall seems to be the goal.
And he swings around, heads back up the ladder, and heads on over to the wheel.
My ship is in good hands.
Damn right it is.
Take him.
I don't think anyone else would dare try and take your ship. Kind of a lot of knives involved if trying to take that. So, my opinion, not worth it.
You know, it has been quite fortunate that we haven't encountered anything on these skies yet.
Why did you say that?
Well, when you travel, say, in a wagon, there's wolves, goblins, and other such things, ruffians usually.
And
But the
that's when a
skies are
swarm
quite
of
peaceful.
harpies came barreling through.
1 million bears!
1 million bears.
Somehow learned to fly.
No, we already did that. That was the Sure Thor bear attack.
But do they fly, though?
No, they were bears. Right, so it's about
they can
half
fly.
a day to Whitefall. Anything the party would like to do? I just realized the game is paused. You can move your tokens now.
I'm gonna cook the spider meat. I'm gonna use all these new spices I got. It's gonna be great.
Okay, we'll start there. You are proficient in cook's utensils, so
I am.
make me a cook's utensils check.
Okay.
I think you can actually
Take
just.
wisdom. I don't know what it takes.
Can you,
I have the tools.
Can you
I
not
just-
just?
It is wisdom.
Oh.
Okay, yep, I
Oh
got
no, you can just click on cook's utensils under tool proficiencies.
it. Well, let's see. Is it all set up? I think it's all set up. Oh yeah. 24, baby.
24.
Some good shit right here.
Yeah.
Hey.
You were very careful to get the finest cuts of the spider, and like
What kind of spider?
you're very careful with it. It's give it a little bit of spice there, and not only that, it's presented on the plates in a very surprisingly appetizing way. This looks good, even though it's a spider.
Meat is meat is meat.
I am. This is a good one.
Hey, Adeline,
Hmm?
you want some crab?
Where did you get crab?
Well, I mean, we were just adventuring in a dungeon. There's a bunch of crabs, so you should try this crab. Relic slides some spider over.
Is this the same spider that Duskin just made?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, she takes it, she bites into it, and she's like, that's pretty good. Doesn't taste like crab, though.
See, that's the secret. Duskin's actually an amazing chef.
I don't doubt it. You're being unusually nice to me.
Well, I mean, you have to spend all your time with your family instead of going on the awesome tour of Whitefall that I'm planning for the party, so, like, it's kind of unfortunate for you that you don't get to see the highlights since, you never got out when you were younger.
Oh,
Actually,
Damn.
I'm technically not supposed to show my face in Whitefall.
Oh, so I guess we can just drop you off outside the city?
No, I have to go with you.
Now you're
Well,
giving
you're
me
gonna
two
need a
different...
disguise.
Yeah, you're giving me two different pieces of information here, so I think it's best that we just, like,
I
let you outside the city and then
I
we
can
can...
disguise myself. She takes the big hat off, and she pulls up her hood, and the hood's got these two little adorable cat ears on the top.
See, look, I'm a furry now.
Meow meow.
What?
oh no.
I don't think that's gonna work. Just giving yourself cat ears.
Who's this person on our ship?
If Superman can do it with a pair of
Just
glasses,
ignore Duskin.
I can pass as a tabaxi. Meow meow.
Tabaxi's really offended because they don't go meow.
Pokes at the ears a little bit. She looks real proud of herself right now.
You mean right meow?
This
Great meow.
this warrants like
he's
one
Amelia's
glance
just
up
sarcastic
from.
clapping right now.
Of
She has
course,
to
my
end every
nose
word with,
is
like,
just
meow or meow.
buried in my diary, but you warrant a single glance up from my diary, basically, and then glance back down.
Just like,
Look, trust me, they don't know what this robe looks like.
What if they recognize your face?
It is kind of
You
dangerous.
do note that with the hood down, most of her face is obscured. It's like a goddamn Assassin's Creed robe. It goes down pretty far.
See,
Okay,
my concern is that you took your hat off, so if you get into trouble, you're not going to have any of your magical power.
I don't think that's how wizards. Actually, you should know this. You were a wizard.
she's just standing there not wearing a hat like, you think I'm tolling the dead with my ass? Like, what?
Wait a minute! I'm not even wearing a hat. I don't wear a hat. And I
You
can still
dumb
catch
bitch!
myself.
Wait, you're a wizard?
Yeah!
I thought you were a sorcerer.
Well, where'd your hat go then?
I don't wear a hat. I
You've
don't
never
think
had
I've
a
ever worn a hat.
Then how do you use magic?
I just used the book. I just used my tome.
Okay,
The spell book.
that's where the spells come from. But where does the magic power come from?
Just casting the spell.
No, that's not how it works. You get
Is
the
it-
magic power from the size of your hat.
Oh, it's worked just fine for me, and I don't have a hat.
This is highly illogical. I can't believe this.
Quick question.
I can't believe this.
Yep.
How long till our wizard market?
You have like 2 days left,
Oh, never mind.
and it's a
It'll have
2-day
to-
event. So, like, if you miss the first day, it's not the end of the world.
Well, no, I was just gonna make some holy water, but there's not enough time.
I mean, you could buy holy water
In-
there.
Unless I employ the 2 wizards to help me concoct some holy water. Then still not in time.
3, actually.
Um,
You forget Adeline is also a magic wielder.
No, Adeline was counted. There's only 2
Well-
hat wearers.
yeah, no. Okay, the thing each
You're so mean.
I didn't even cast
you can only
the
do
spells I've used then.
you can only do 5 gold worth of work per person per day. So, like literally everyone would have to be helping out to do it in time.
Yeah, that's probably not gonna work.
And unfortunately, I'm a druid. Can't help you.
But regardless,
I think Father Jacobs also cast magic. Just as the cleric.
But it's the cleric. I don't know if that works the same.
Yeah, that's totally different. You get your magic from your faith and your deity.
he gets his magic from the lack of sleep. That's
Yes.
No,
once,
that's
you've
not
been, once you've been awake long enough, shit gets whack.
The bags on his eyes actually show how much magic he has.
The amount of bags is the magic level.
Typically this is how you become a warlock, but this is just like a special case. You know.
Father Jacobs just has massive bags on his eyes. And you're kind of sleeping.
This is life.
Right, was there anything else?
Nope, just cleric shit.
Okay, what about our people, up above?
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
Virgil's just taking time to basically being on an airship. He really likes it.
Jaw crap.
He's enjoying seeing the sky and the sun like this because he's used to underground. And yeah, he went above ground, but never got to be in the sky. So he just kind of enjoys just existing in it.
It is extremely cloudy, looks like rain.
Hey, he likes that too. It's different when you're in the sky, man. When you're used to pure darkness. It's very magical up here.
I
Ooh,
lied, it
weather's
doesn't
nice.
look like rain.
It's snowing.
Regardless of how it is, he's enjoying it because it's still above ground and in the sky. The
Long
opposite.
time of year for snow.
Hey, if we go high enough, it'll get cold though.
Right, so it takes a few hours in the air, but you eventually cross the wait, I lost the map. You eventually cross the river and make your way over the Kingdom of Adriel, which is the name of the human kingdom here on the continent of Adia. It takes a little longer, but you eventually reach the city of Whitefall. And that is when you hear the helmsman call out.
Yeah, I don't know which, what skyport do we want to use? Alright, well that is an important conundrum. Where would be the best place to land the ship?
So, as you just said, there isn't actually a skyport in the city proper, so you guys have to land on the outskirts.
So, as retorted, where is the best place to land?
Technically, there are 3, but the best one, in your opinion, would be the one on the south side.
So, yeah. That is what, that's the one that Relic requests. Mm-hmm.
And he brings you guys into dock. I assume everyone disembarks.
Yes.
Oh.
Right. So everyone embarks and heads into the city of Whitefall.
Oh, sweet home. I haven't been here in a while.
You come in riding from the south side, slowly looking all around. So, looking around, Whitefall, it is the largest city on the continent. It is also the human capital. It is built around this enormous ravine that used to be a very major mine before the government relocated to this city because it was more in the middle. The new royalty wanted a city that was more centralized. So there was already a mining town here, so they set up shop around here, and then it just exploded like it is today. Kaboom! And in terms of the hustle and bustle, this is a very, very busy town. So, what do you wish to do?
Relic wants to take everyone to his favorite pastry shop in town.
Okay, let me see what I've got here. Your favorite pastry shop is actually on the other side of the ravine, and that is way over here. So, it is a long walk.
But that's totally fine, because Relic is going to point out every place of interest and start telling stories about where, like, it just, relevant facts, kind of give a lay of the city, like,
Okay.
where the various districts are.
Okay, hang on. Let's do this proper. So, your destination is, I'm gonna circle it because, oh my god. Okay, there we go. Okay, so, heading down the street, first thing you see, is, 2 of the inns. There's this one, the Ridgeside Inn, and then there's the Love Hotel.
Oh.
Yeah, that's there. Heading down the street, there's a small sort of school here. This is more of the high school, which it's also a bit of a trade school, but that's because the farms are nearby. This is mainly the agricultural institute.
Yeah, I've never really. I went there for like when I was really young, but I stopped shortly after because magic.
Moving along, there's the Church of Mira. Some residential. You come to a square here, and I mean, it's the human capital, but it's not uncommon to see other races here. Like, you notice a pink Ningyo in the middle of the square. She looks lost. Anyone want to do something with that?
I do not know what a Ningyo
What is a Ningyo?
You remember Dante?
It's the pretty version of what I was.
It's,
They look like koi fish almost. Or
they look like
fish.
koi
They're
fish.
very pretty. They're
It's
very beautiful.
The
fish people.
sea elves that share more traits with the fish rather than the elf.
Yeah, they're very pretty. I still have the picture on hand.
Yes.
Grab that because that was part of me looking at what how I was gonna make Daunt.
Relic kind of walks there. Is like, are you looking for something in specific?
Yeah, Central Library?
Oh, Relic will give them directions.
These
I
are
guess this
pretty
would be a
big
good place to
people.
see if they have some of my books.
She looks at you and she says, "Okay, thank you. That's all I needed. First time in the big city."
Yeah, this is a fairly big city. It's nothing like Wizard City. I prefer Wizard City, but that's
And
That is
actually,
what it
yes,
is.
Shane, that's what I modeled this particular character off of.
I mean, that's the picture you sent me when telling me about the people.
Yes. There are better reference images now, but that was the first one. Anyway, yeah, so she runs off to do her own thing. You guys continue. There's like a small street market over here. You keep going. Even bigger street market over here. You pass one of the inns, which actually is in front of the Whitefall branch of the Adventure Guild.
A quick question. Was the Whitefall Adventurers Guild burned down during the Great Adventurers Guild burning that would happen like 30-ish years ago?
Notably, the Whitefall one was not.
So it's one of the oldest standing adventurers guilds.
It is.
Fireball.
Not for the lack of trying.
And actually, the inn here is actually across the street from another inn who they directly compete with each other and are often noted for hurtling insults across the street at one another.
Not like there's a shortage of people. It's not like we could house all of the visitors in one inn, you know?
And it often is the case that the guards have to come in and be like, "Hey, break it up, you two." Moving along, down the street, you do manage to catch a glimpse of the soldiers' barracks. It's like this big, very large, fortified castle-looking structure. Very sturdy, very well built. Moving on, you come to... This is basically their branch of the Wizard's Tower. It's smaller, it's lamer, but it's still pretty good.
Yeah, this is how I teleported to the other, Wizard City. It is how it is. It's okay. We were in Wizard City, and you saw how majestic that tower was. So this would be impressive if you hadn't seen that. Like, I used to look at it and be like, wow. And now that I've actually been to Wizard City, it's kind of like, yeah.
It's like, wow! But now I see this one, I'm like, wow.
Wow.
Clear eyes.
It's okay.
Me going to Baltimore when I'm accustomed to Chicago.
Right? Oh my god.
My god, this city is fucking sad.
Yeah, I mean, we're not that big. Whatever. Anyway, you come to the square here and you notice this very impressive gate leading into the inner city where all the nobility and all the nobles live. Like, that's where, you know, that's where the important people live.
Were we told what cafe we're meeting our correspondent in?
You have an address for the, I have the name here, the Fernwind Cafe.
Wow.
Is that in the upper crust section?
It
or
is in the lower
out
crust.
Here? Okay.
Wait, I'm assuming we're not going to the Fernwind Cafe right now, are we?
No. No,
Okay,
you're
cool.
headed for your favorite pastry shop,
Amazing.
which,
As God intended.
anyway, you also note this side of the street, and, Relic, you know this street as King's Row, which also, continues on the other side of the Noble District. This is where all the rich shops set up. This is where all the embassies are. This is where all the fancy hotels are. Like, this is the important street, and it cuts all the way across the city. It is also, notably, the street that the king takes out of town.
So here's the lame street that you don't want to be caught dead on because it's just all tourist traps here. Like, honestly, hang on to your wallet because they're gonna try and suck it right out. Like,
Keep your wallet in your front pocket.
honestly, like we're walking through this, we're cutting right across because if you go in, hey you get no bad eyes off. Eyes off. Shopkeepers.
This little urchin person just kind of scurries away from you.
They were about to try and sell us something, so trust me, it would have been useless.
You sure you
Anyway.
don't want to buy something?
Absolutely, I'm from here.
This little gnome guy walks up to you. I have rings.
Yeah, I'm from here.
They are platinum.
God damn it.
Duskin, you note that this gnome looks familiar.
That voice is
Wait
familiar.
a minute. Do I know you?
No, we have never met before.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Yeah,
old.
I mean, like their mustache is very unique. It for some reason doesn't match the other color of their hair. So, yeah, they definitely are a standout individual, and you definitely would remember them if you'd seen them before. Anyway, continuing on with our.
Yeah. Anyway, just past that, there's the Kingly Inn, which is it's a fairly normal inn if you just look at the middle. But then you look to the sides, it's got these two very castle-y looking towers that flank it on either side. There's some, like it looks like a hotel, which it is, but this is like where the very rich people staying in town live.
I once had a birthday party here because I thought it'd be really fun because it's like kind of castle-like. It wasn't.
And
Yeah, it's a hotel. Like, I don't know what I expected.
moving along. There's a small temple here, but notably on the other side is the Whitefall Academy. This is for archery training, swordsmanship, wizardry. You went to school here for a while, Relic. They do a little bit of everything here. And not too far from that, you reach your destination, your favorite little pastry shop, just across the street from where you used to school, and a stone's throw away from one of the market districts. A delightful little corner of town.
So, you have to try this chocolate pastry that they have. It's like chocolate, but also really fluffy, and I really like it. They also have a good cinnamon selection.
I guess I'm willing to try.
Willing to try? Trust me, you'd regret not trying.
Okay, then.
So, Relic quick checks the coin purse. How much cash does Relic have? I'm fairly certain we've gotten a bunch of coins, but is that's silver?
Certainly not on me.
I apparently have 8 platinum on me right now. Yeah, Relic can comp the pastries for the party.
Okay, yeah, so, you head in, and they recognize you, actually. They're like, "Oh, Mr. Bidet, welcome back! So good to see you again. It's been some time."
Yeah, I got sent on my first adventure, and
That's so exciting!
Yeah, we were on an airship. I was in another continent. There is so much that happened. I have an adventuring party.
I can see that. You brought us new customers.
Yeah, I wanted them to try the one chocolate thing that I really like.
Oh, I know the one. Coming right up.
Relic is gonna place some silver pieces on the counter and be like, "Alright, everyone, you can kind of get whatever you want." Does this place also serve, like, coffee?
You bet it does.
Excellent. Relic is gonna get his usual coffee, which is a majority milk and sugar.
They are already making it for you.
I came here so often in the morning before I had to go to school. It's been such a long time.
You catch Father Jacobs with just a blacker than black dark coffee.
No cream, no sugar.
Like pitch black. Just
All right,
freaking
so
caffeine
like,
machine
you
concentrate.
you order that black coffee, and the person behind the counter looks at you and asks, "How would you like that coffee?"
I lean in dark.
Would you like cream and sugar with that?
No, nothing. Darker than dark. Dark.
It was at this moment
Advanced darkness.
It was at this moment, Duskin, that you realize. Wait, Duskin or
Matthew.
sorry. It's at this moment, Matthew, that you realize, oh boy, this is one of those places. They've never
Plain,
heard of
dark.
black coffee.
Plain, black, dark, plain. No straw, no.
Just coffee?
Just give it to me.
Just give it to me.
Just grabs it out of the waitress's hand.
Actually,
Drinks it.
She.
I have a suggestion. Can you do the the late night study session special.
With the works?
Maybe like leave out the sweetener part. Just the one that you have to sign the waiver for.
Okay, you got it. And she reaches under the counter and pulls out said waiver. And
my signature is indecipherable.
finds you a quill and
All right, so let me explain what this is for you. So there is essentially advanced coffee. After brewing that, they take the concentrate of that and essentially press additional coffee out of it. That it is called the overnight study session special because you are able to stay up for at least minimum 2 days afterwards. It tastes like you're going to have your heart explode. You can feel your eyes adjusting. I don't know why they do that, but they do. I absolutely hated it, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, and I think you will really enjoy this. It hurt to drink.
Okay. So, Matthew.
Yeah.
I did it all in my head. If you drink this, you will not be able to sleep for 2 days, and after 48 hours, you will immediately take 3 points of exhaustion and then crash.
Let me actually double check something.
Did you want to meet God?
This is essentially a triple shot espresso
It's
without
basically,
espresso. Take a coffee cup, add espresso.
It's
And
fine,
you're
but
done.
I will be drinking it. However, I require way less sleep than the normal person as a consideration.
Do you not sleep?
Think of it like, power nap. You kind of like he only gets 4 hours of sleep a day.
The other 4 hours is disassociation.
He can't magically be put to sleep, but it's not Fey ancestry.
Gotcha.
This isn't magic.
It takes
Well,
you
yeah.
4 hours long.
It's not magic, it's coffee.
In two days, I'll be forced to actually sleep 8 hours. Is what you're saying?
You will come off of your drink so hard that you take 3 points of exhaustion and immediately fall asleep.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll get so much done. Wait, will you give me double crafting then?
I'll allow it.
Okay, I've got a project. So I give my completely indecipherable signature, and they're just like,
Yeah, they look at your signature and like, well, you wrote something down. It's good enough. And moments later, your drink is presented to you. This very, very dark cup of very dark liquid. The
Virgil
coffee
looks-
smell coming off of this beverage is very strong.
as I take that first sip, outwardly it looks normal. He doesn't seem to be really reacting, but then he starts vibrating.
Yeah, you start to you start getting the shakes, and like this is some strong stuff. And like for a moment there, you swear you can feel your hair growing.
See, once he gets it, Virgil looks at the coffee, like in the cup and everything, and after hearing that intense description, just looks at Matthew. Man, that drink really is just like my home. Your drink is as dark and unforgivable as my home.
Edgy.
This was.
Hey, if you've been to the Underdark, you'd know.
Oh my gosh. He actually likes it.
He's like outwardly like it is like rattling skeleton, but he's just like, yeah, that's great.
I like it. This is maybe the closest I've seen to a smile on them. Like you can almost see a bend in that straight line of a mouth.
You
Glad we found something.
He is vibrating though, visibly.
That's probably fine.
Matthew, you can feel the individual hairs on your arms.
Anyway, you should you should try the cinnamon special drink. It's a seasonal one.
He like
No, not you.
who are you dressing with that?
The rest of everyone.
Guess I'm willing to try it.
You look over and you notice Adeline she already has a drink in her hand, and it's got that little, like, swirly mountain of whipped cream on top. With a little bit of fudge on top of that. And a cherry on top of that.
There's a reason I like this place.
It is a delightful stay. Is anyone else getting drinks?
Tea.
I guess I'll try the cinnamon drink that was brought up.
Okay, the cinnamon drink. It's very cinnamon-y.
Cinnamon roll.
Cinnamon roll.
All of you know that I think about that every single time when I'm with my friend and she's getting Hello Kitty stuff and I see Cinema Roll, the character.
Yeah, I'm very familiar with cinema roll. There's a
Cinema
VTuber I follow who's obsessed with it.
Man, I wonder who that could be.
Yeah, I wonder who that could fucking be.
It's Iron Man.
Man, it's like she's brought up everywhere and she's #1 on Twitch. So
A VTuber is the #1 streamer in the world. We finally made it. Anyway. They're all delicious. Some very, very, very good drinks all around.
I'm always happy with some yummy tea.
Your tea, how would you like that tea?
Just a pretty basic tea, you know, like hot water, like tea bag, some sugar.
Okay, you give them that description, and you end up with the... Okay, I need to remember the name of this. Okay, so the British have a metric for the absolute standard cup of tea, and it's just a cup of tea. It's fine, and that's what you get.
I mean, works for me.
It is just tea. Measured to perfection, but it's just tea.
And I'm happy with that.
Right, was there anything else that you folks wanted, folks wanted to do at the coffee shop?
Relic is gonna get like a dozen pastries to go and a second coffee.
Okay, you get that in a to-go cup and a bag of, let's say eclairs.
Mm.
And with that, is there anything else you folks wanted to do in the big city?
Aren't we supposed to be doing? Oh yeah, we were supposed to like go meet someone or something. That's
not until
that's
3.
Relic looks at the time.
It is. Wait, how are you looking at the time?
Looking at the sky.
Wait, hold on, that means
Okay.
you're looking bad idea.
That is a bad idea.
He's not looking at the sun.
It looks to be about noon.
Yeah, that's okay.
Like,
That's about noon.
you got here like late in the morning.
Gotta see if there are any performances at the theater. I really don't know what we're. I'm not sure what we're all gonna be looking for here. I guess we got like 3 hours to kill until we have to meet some people. And wait, where is the cafe that we have to meet the person at?
As a matter of fact, it's on the other side of fucking town.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's over here.
All right. Well, it's a good thing I got this to-go cup. So let's continue the tour. Relic just continues showing everyone around as it takes forever to get to the other side.
Okay. You decide to go the other way. You head down this street, down past the academy, and you end up on the corner here. You actually you notice your house over here?
Mm-hmm.
And okay, you keep going, I guess.
So is that like where the family's still living?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Relic kind of points there and just casually drops the. Anyway, so that's my house.
Oh, nice.
Yep. Is it particularly sizable, decorated in any form, etc., etc.?
There's some bunting. It's bigger than most of the houses around it. Like, your family is well off.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, maybe I'll check in with them in a bit. I mean, do we want to like quick pop in? Because it's gonna be like, we do gotta have some place to be, and it's gonna take a while to get across.
I mean,
town.
we're passing by it right now. Why not?
All right, I guess. Relic will go up to the front door and take the staff, smack it against the door twice, and just shout out, "Hey, I'm home. I'm gonna open the door in a second." Does anyone pop their head out a window?
Yes, but you note it's one of the maids that visits, like, it's not your maid. She has a bunch of other houses that she manages, and she's like, "Oh, Mr. Relic! So good of you to come by."
Is the family in currently, or are they all at the academy?
Oh, yeah, they're at the academy.
Okay, I thought so.
They'll be back around, this evening.
Alright, can you give them a heads up that I'm in town?
Oh, yeah, certainly. I'll leave a note.
Sounds good, thank you. We're gonna, I guess, yeah, we'll just come back later. We don't need to have a tour when my parents aren't here, since I only kind of live here now.
Okie dokie, then.
Alright, well, Relic turns around to the party. Yeah, I guess the tour is gonna be later and meet my family and all that. Anyway, continuing on, just immediately starts walking away.
All right.
You keep going. There's another church here. Most of this side of the city is residential, but you do note the giant ravine.
Oh yeah, by the way, there's this giant ravine there anyway. Continuing on.
For anyone who cares, as you're walking by, staring way, way down the ravine, you do note this giant bridge that crosses in the middle, somewhere in what looks like the Noble District from this distance.
So why is there a ravine there again? Just like player asking.
It used to be a mining town, and this was where all the ore veins were. It's pretty barren now, but at this point, the capital is here. So, yeah. So, most of this area is more residential, but you do pass by the Woodcutter's Lodge and some botanical gardens.
Those are nice botanical gardens.
Little ways past that is the library.
So here's that library that the one person was asking about. We can maybe stop there later. We're on a bit of a time crunch right now. After this meeting, we can probably stop there, go check out some stuff, see if there are any books there.
Of course.
I hope there are books in the library.
Okay, so...
I would be concerned if there wasn't.
So, staring down the street, do you want to go left or right? This being left.
Let's go right.
Okay. So, most of this is surprisingly slums, all things considered. It's quite close to the wall. Heading over here, you run into one of the finer inns. Not quite as nice as the one before with the two towers, but still quite nice. And across from that, one of the nicer churches. Things are getting nicer again. You're getting closer to more of the nobility and embassies and stuff. Continuing on, you eventually reach the Central Plaza.
So this is the Central Plaza. It's very important.
This is the biggest plaza so far. I'm sorry, I'm trying to give you a better description. This is the biggest plaza so far, and this is also the other side of King's Row. Keep your wallet in your front pocket. And actually, you need to go this way a little bit, so very unfortunately, you still have to be on this road.
Yeah, well,
Don't
don't make eye contact with it. Duskin, don't make eye contact with any merchants.
I make eye contact.
All right, you make eye contact with a merchant, and he's like, "Hello."
I walk away.
Notably, there aren't as many embassies and shops on this side of King's Row. There are, however, several fortified buildings. There's a few embassies, but it seems like this side's a little more, like, militarily focused. So, not as bad as the other side. Continuing on, there's a smaller library, and one of the older wizard towers in the middle here, smaller than the one you saw before, definitely shorter, but, yeah, you know, they magic around and stuff.
Yeet.
Alright. No! Moving along, not much here, but there is, you pass by one of the city's many forges, of which you've passed at least 2 already, by the way, until finally, you You arrive here. And that is our next map.
Wow.
You come to the Fernwin Cafe. It's a nice place. Not too shabby. The whole cafe seems to be built out of this sort of balcony, stone balcony. It's raised up, accessed by a flight of stairs. It's very nice, very cozy.
It's a dark square.
Oh shit.
My life without you, bro.
Bro.
I'm sorry, the coffee just made me lose vision.
How's
There we
that?
go.
Where?
Okay, good. That fixed it for everybody.
I cast Fireball on this person.
We're level 5.
I don't actually have Fireball spell.
Why don't you have Fireball? I'm level 5.
Because I took Counter Spell.
That's fair. That's a good one.
That's a good one.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Anyway, as you approach, there is the smell of coffee, freshly baked bread. Several people look like they've settled in for lunch.
Time for third coffee. I need a sandwich.
They do sandwiches here, yes. So, what does the party wish to do?
Relic would like to order a panini.
You do so.
Epic. Relic also orders. Relic doesn't trust the coffee here. Relic orders a tea.
And I assume everyone goes upstairs.
Yes.
Okay.
Where's the? Wait, is there? Oh, I'm assuming the ordering window is. You probably have to order inside. So Relic is just gonna be
Oh yeah,
inside.
there's a counter in there. You order the panini, and while Relic is doing that, is the party doing anything else? As Adeline makes her way over to this table.
Bread.
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 Just, you know what? I'll have what Dustin's having. Bread would be nice.
2 loaves
Enjoying
coming up.
scenery.
You know, I can get used to the city life.
I don't know if the city life could get used to you, Duskin.
Well, it's
and I just keep enjoying the scenery.
Clattering in my chair. Duskin, I need 100 gold pieces.
Huh? Hold on.
I have a
got
plan.
5 silver.
Father Jacobs, I must request a monetary donation. I'm strapped on cash.
Wait. Here's 9 platinum.
No, Duskin, I have a plan to
9
make
platinum.
money.
Huh?
We're gonna sell spell scrolls at Wizard City. I just need the money. I'll stay up all night.
I'll stay up all night.
He's going to stay up all night regardless.
Duskin, I can't sleep.
Sounds like an issue and not an ish me.
As you're having this conversation, Amelia and Virgil, this man comes up to the 3 of you.
Watch your wallet.
Looks
I
at him.
don't have a wallet.
Forgive you. I don't think I have much. Sorry.
I don't have a wallet.
Looks at Amelia. Looks at Virgil. Looks over at a hooded Adeline. very quietly says, "The moose is in the supermarket." A couple seconds go by, and Adeline eventually says, "And he tends to hang around the soup aisle."
Got it.
He looks back at you and says, "Terribly sorry. We came up with a passphrase. Can't be too careful."
Never hurts to be
Understandable.
cautious.
"Madam Adeline, are you all right? Still playing ghouls and goblins, as it were?" She seems visibly calmed down. Yes. Tell me, what's my father been up to? All in due time. It would seem that you have company.
Virgil gives a courteous bow.
Quite the exotic bunch. Come, sit with us. And he beckons.
Virgil very jokingly, turns to Amelia and says, "I think you're the exotic one."
And he beckons the party over to this table.
Sorry, I sat in your lap for a moment. I was a little too excited.
Virgil highly visibly confused. Just like, what did that coffee do to him?
Who is that guy?
He's not himself anymore.
Virgil, make a perception check.
Oh, a percepi.
Yeah, just a perception.
Well, I know what's wrong with him. It's just if he were to come up and sit in my lap and then be like, "Oh right," and
Nah,
then stand up.
This one's for fun.
No, it's more like he fought you for the chair and lost. And you were already sitting down.
No, you notice his eyes are a little bloodshot.
He's vibrating.
No,
his
you
voice is
only thought we fought for the chair. I already sat down. It's just your brain was going too fast.
I just picked a spot. I'm just like, oh, sorry. Opposite side of the table.
So sitting down, Reginald sits at the head of the table, or well, the closest thing to it, the head of the table, and is like, "Well, proper introductions are in order. My name is Reginald Huxton, current butler of the Lockhart family. More loyal to the young miss than the current master, but that is neither here nor there right now. So tell me, Miss Adeline is vividly familiar with the situation. How familiar are all of you?"
Relic is crunching into the panini.
We are somewhat aware, I would say. We've been filled in, at least a tad, not entirely.
I see. But you know about the overseas shipments, I take it?
Yes, I was very upset to hear it.
Excellent, that speeds things up. Now, if it is true, then it would seem that the master has committed high treason. Now, he keeps receipts of such transactions, especially of high monetary value, in the safe in his study back at the mansion. All we need to do is break in and get those receipts in front of the king.
Well, that's easy enough.
Sorry, I zoned out. We're breaking into a safe, trying to steal things about, I'm going to assume, I'm afraid to say her name out loud because of being seen, so, yeah.
Yep.
That is wise. But yes, it is a good old-fashioned heist, as it were.
Oh, I need different armor this time. Jingle, jingle.
Yeah, it's, Will we be requiring any thieving tools? I can procure whatever we may need.
We need money. Crunch.
Nom 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 nom.
I am sure the young miss will be able to compensate you fairly at the end of all of these. Look, the goal is to get her father arrested and then instate young Adeline as the head of the house.
You're gonna be my dad. Crunch.
Don't
Adeline
mind him.
looks at you from under her hood and just says, 1,000.
5.
5 what?
5,000.
1,000 platinum.
5,000 platinum.
I think that's a big number.
5,000 is a very big number.
I think you should do it.
1,000 and a favor.
What?
Can I take
Okay.
anything from his house when we go in?
I rob him blind.
I mean, he's not a good dude.
Reginald turns and looks at you, Duskin, and says,
What?
if a few gold artifacts were to go missing, I'm sure the young miss would be willing to look the other way.
Classic.
Okay, that's all.
Duskin's like, all right, I'm down.
So
Let's
Adeline
go.
looks at the party and says, okay, 1,000 platinum, a favor. I use my information network to help you find the last key. And you get to ransack a little bit.
I mean, I'm more than okay with that offer.
I think that's perfectly fair.
Fine.
You'll have all the money you need from Magic Market.
I guess.
Hey, Duskin,
Yes.
could you make a perception check for me, please?
Percepi. I am bad at those. Yep. That's a 9.
Yeah, okay, everything seems normal.
Can I insight check Reginald von Reginaldson here and
It is-
see, like,
Reginald Huxton, and yes, you may.
Von
alright,
Edmondson.
Reginald von Reginaldson.
11. He seems very on the level, like, he's a butler. He's kind of hard to read, but he seems to be very, very, on Adeline's side right as a, light crossbow bolt goes towards the back of his head.
Oh no!
As, like, he goes down.
It's a 5, it's an 11, it's a miss.
It's an 11 on Reginald Huxton as he actually fucking deflects it.
Oh boy, assassins!
And he,
11.
doesn't grab it out of the air, but he swats it
what?
away. And looking up on the roof, yeah, you see a crossbow-toting assassin up there. And, not only that, you notice, kind of weird that you didn't notice earlier, but, these people over here, it looks like a goddamn adventuring party, but they're all getting out of their chairs now.
Oh, no.
And
Always someone to ruin the
you,
party.
Relic, there's 3 guys, like this chair right here. The guy's like, oh, excuse me, sorry.
This restaurant sucks.
And they all start looking at the lot of you.
I was sitting in that chair before. How did I not notice that? Anyway.
I was sitting here too.
I need everyone to roll some initiative.